Folks, welcome back to the channel. Doug with Stacking Investments here. In today's video, I'm going to do my thoughts on what the best silver to stack into your stack should be. This is upfront. This is not financial advice. This is no way trying to tell you how to stack. This is solely my opinion and the way I do things, the way I look at it. You take it for what it's worth. Do your own research. And, you know, like PMG says, buy what you like. My philosophy is I follow the three main rules as to why we stack. What used to be preached, which is no longer being preached. And that's buy your silver as close to spot as possible. Do your research and, you know, basically just have fun with it. It's you know, there's so much out there. There's so many things you can get into. You can collect. You got buffaloes, you got Krugerrands, you got Britannias, you got the Somali coins, you got the Silver Eagle, you got the Libertads, you know, they're Tuvalo coins. There's just so much. Perth Mint stuff. There's just so much out there. But do your research. Buy your stuff. Buy your silver as close to spot as possible. You know, and look at it as silver is silver. It's, you know, there's no difference. The only difference between this round, which I did a video on, it's got some bluebirds, it's named bluebirds. I think this is Franklin Mint. These are sterling silver. You know, I just released a video on buying some constitutional Washingtons and Barbers and some Roosevelts I got to flip. You know, some people are, you know, this is a BU Morgan, but some people are stacking the Cole Morgans and Peace dollars. ASEs used to be #1 rated. But then when we get into the high premiums, all the channels that were preaching, you know, buy the Silver Eagles and everything, because you get a return on your, you know, you get a return, you get some of your premium back if you ever go to sell. But then once your premiums went up sky high, then those same channels were doing a boycott on buying Silver Eagles, and they were buying other stuff. They were buying Maples, or, you know, the Britannias or the Buffaloes or whatever. You know, I have a hard time following channels that are preaching one thing, and then because of certain aspects, and then all of a sudden something happens with the market, and then they go totally against their philosophy. So I'm going to show you what I do. I stick to the core philosophies. I realize silver is silver. I buy it as close to spot as possible. I look for the deals. I do my research. You know, I think about, I do selective buying. I don't just buy willy-nilly because, oh, Joe Schmo, you know, 4 or 5 channels all said buy this type of silver. No, I selectively buy, and I watch, you know, I buy it as close to spot as possible. I look for the deals. I'm always going through the constitutional bin, looking for, you know, better coins in the constitutional bin that I'm happy to have in my stack. And then if I decide, like, I want to sell some of it, I can go to the flea market and I can command a little higher price because I have nice stuff. And that's one of the biggest compliments I get at my silver display at the flea market is I have people all the time telling me I have some really nice stuff. It's because I selectively buy, and then I pass on some of the deals. I said in one of my videos that some things I'm a little higher priced on. It's because I don't care if I sell it or not, because I'm happy to have it in my stack. But if somebody wants to buy it, you know, I bring out hard to find stuff in my area. Maybe your area, the stuff is all over the place. My area, I know what's hard to get. I know what's hard to find. And unless you want to go online and get it, you know, it's, you know, that's why I can price things a little higher. But just show you, you know, sheet of 10 Johnson Matthey 1-ounce bars. I got this from Daniel at Coin Help You, and you know, happy to have these. Hard to find. You know, how many times do you run across a sheet of 10 Johnson Matthews in the same sheet? You know, I know we find them loose all the time. That's a sheet of 10. Very hard to find this. You know, I'd rather have this sheet of 10 in my personal stack, in my personal collection, than 10 loose bars, because the sheet of 10 is harder to find. I can command a premium when I go to sell this because of what it is. You know, 10-ounce bars. I've stopped buying the new press bars, other than I think this is the newest bar I have, but this is actually a coin. And the 10-ounce version is a little harder to find than the 250 gram, which is only an 8-ounce bar. But 2021, it's the newest bar I have in my collection. I did a video. I picked up a Johnson Matthey mirror back. The reason I bought this, because these are hard to find. You know, in my area, press bars in general, hard to find. You know, I've done videos picking up these Inglehearts. I see the Inglehearts. I'd much rather have it if I'm looking at the same price in the at the LCS for the St. Helena or the Ingleheart. I'm going to take the Ingleheart. I'm going to try to buy both if that's what they got. I have none of the new poured bars, the poured silver bars, the Intaglio Mint. What is it? Dubai started putting stuff in. There's a bar type from Turkey. That stuff is coming in. There for a long time. You know, press bars just disappeared off the market because they're popular. Press bars outsell the poured bars every time. I even had my LCS. I threw that idea at them, and they said they weren't sure, and then they monitored it, and they realized, you know, they can have a whole display of the 10-ounce poured bars, and as soon as they get a couple press bars in, the press bars are gone way before the poured silver sells. So even though the poured silver bars did sell, press bars by far the better choice in my area. You know, but people are rating. They're doing some kind of rating thing, and you know, they do Eagles. They do, you know, whether you should buy 10-ounce bars, whether you should buy 1-ounce bars. I just did a video. I picked this Northwest Territory Pan American Silver Corp bar up, 1-ounce bar. These things are hard to find. 1-ounce bar is hard to find. A lot of people shun on the sterling silver, but you know, I'm following the true philosophy. Silver is silver. Why would you pass up a couple of nice pieces of sterling silver when, in a lot of cases, 925 sterling is often cheaper because it's shunned and overlooked, and it's often cheaper than our 90%. So why would I not, if I'm following the core philosophies of silver is silver and buy as close to spot as possible, why would I pass this up when I can get this cheaper than I can get this stuff? You know, it's just my philosophy, not telling you how to do things. You know, random stuff that I have. You know, Johnson Matthey Freedom Round. I did a trade. I sent a couple of these up to Silverstruck. Yeah, I forget who made this. Worldwide Mint made that. I got another one here somewhere. It's got a different design on it. Yeah. I got two of these. One is dated, one is not. Pretty much the same round other than the date. I need to probably sell this one because it's the duplicate A-mark round, but it's not, it doesn't have a date. I got this round dated 1987, you know, based on our Standing Liberty quarter. Another bar. The 1-ounce bars, man, people are asking me, this Worldwide Mint, people are asking me like crazy for 1-ounce bars. Did a video on all these when I got these. Somewhere in all my videos you'll find these, the video on these. But You know, I don't take these out to sell because when I get them, I have a hard time letting go of them. Probably one I should sell because these are, this is a Scottsdale silver. I just hung on to it because they don't have an example of it, and it's a 1 ounce bar. In my area, 1 ounce bars are hard to get. So in a way, I could say, you know, if I did a video, which one would you buy? I'd say buy the vintage 1 ounce bars when you can find them, because they're, when you see them, you got to buy them or they're going to be gone. Somebody else is going to snag them. You know, at one time, I remember when this series started, this is the Black Bart. These were pretty popular. Two below, these were selling out and people were getting premiums for them. I found one in a junk bin, only one. I bought it. I got it cheaper after all the hype than I did when I got the hype. Here's a Trident round. Shop had 35 on it. I know I didn't pay that much, I paid less. But where was this from? Barbados. It's got the Trident symbol on it. You know, I buy my stuff here. I got a generic, I want to sell this one, but I think it's an advertising piece, so I decided to keep it. I don't have a tube of these. I just got the one. It was in a junk bin. Thought it was unique, so I bought it. Thought about selling it because it's a modern piece, but I figured I'd hang on to it because it is an advertising piece. If JM Bullion ever gets bought out or goes out of business, this would be cool. So I don't mind hanging on to it. It's just single ounce. Adds to the stack. South Carolina round. Silver round. Couldn't pass it up. Just unique. I like to buy the unique stuff. Yeah, I do have, like, I don't collect these, but, you know, wedge-tailed eagle in the junk bin, you know, or in the sovereign section. No extra premium on it. There's another one. It's the Kookaburra. I do like the Kookaburra series. I have a few. I thought about putting a selection together. Here's a Sunshine Silver. This is the Sunshine Mining. Yeah, I had an extra one. I forgot I even had this one. I just dumped the bag out and realized it's in here. 1985. I had a second one. I was selling at the flea market, and Silverstruck was doing a video, so I sent him one up. We traded. I sent him one up to help him fill a spot in his collection. You know, and then I didn't even realize I had this one. Another Kookaburra. You know, I don't pay premiums for these things. I wait. But there's people that'll wait, and they'll say, "Oh, you should buy these," and you know, because they're the prices and collectability and this, that, and the other. And, you know, I'm not going to rate. I'd rather be diversified. I got this little round here. Freedom from Tyranny. Crescent City Silver. You know. Just odd stuff like that. Lakota. $50 piece. This was in, you know, the generic bin. I'm gonna take it. Norfed round. I got a couple of these. This is the $10 one. I got a couple. This is from 2000. I should have another one. Probably in another bag. I've got another one somewhere. Heck, I don't know. Another silver bar. Can't bring myself to sell these, and I have people asking for the silver, for the bars, but they're so hard to get in my area. You see the bars, you got to buy them, and then if you sell them, you kind of get. I guess if I had some, what's the Sunshine bars with the new logo in the center, the little where you can put the lens over and look, I'd probably sell those. I'd probably pick them up and flip them. But when it comes to these vintage bars, I just can't bring myself to do it. Here's a 10th ounce Libertad I picked up. Paid $10 at my LCS. Not sure if I just saw it and I bought it. Like to have it. Oh, here's the other Norfed round. What did I do with the one? Yeah, just to show you, I got two. One's from 2000. Is the other one 2000 also? Yeah, they're both They're both from 2000. They're Norfed rounds. These are collectible in their own right. I have two. I think I got a fractional one somewhere. But yes, I keep some of my silver in a cigar box. Got my Libertads. I got some, I know these are prized by some collectors. There's an 84 and an 85 Engelhard Prospector. I know these are sought after by a lot of people. I know Silverstruck's working on, I think he's got all of them, and then he's working on the proofs and Canadian versions and some of the higher priced rare ones, but I have a couple. Is it my favorite coin? Well, to me personally, no, but am I going to rate it up high and say, oh, this is what you should be buying? Or what? I don't understand why people are rating stuff. I got a couple silver shields. I thought about selling these. I got these at Junkman pricing, but silver shield commands a premium on eBay. Look at eBay. Look at what these things are bringing. Here's a bar. I think the bars are rarer than the rounds. You know, for now, I can't bring myself. Should you go out and buy nothing but silver shield? Should I rank these up high? No, to me, it's all, there's just a 1 ounce bar. This is a 1 ounce bar. You know, Scottsdale, 1 ounce bar. Why would I rate these any differently? They're 1 ounces of silver. If I had a preference, I would probably drop that one, and I would stack Silver Shield in these generic bars, just because they're unique, different designs, gives you something to play with, different mints. Again, in my area, silver bars are extremely hard to come across. Kept a couple unique pieces here. Here's a generic Prospector and a generic, I think that's a 1/2 ounce. But they have where you can split them. It's going to take some work because the grooves aren't deep enough to actually break the coins, but I kept the two because of the reverses were done the same. Here's my collection of Libertads that I'm working on. One of my favorite rounds, and you got to call it a round because it's just a generic, but one of these popped up in the generic bin. I'm not a fan of the holiday themed bars or rounds, but this one had a unique shape. I couldn't pass it up just because of the unique shape. And then I actually have two of these. The other one is in my girlfriend's collection. She was surprised when I found the second one, and she's like, I want that. And I was like, okay, in your collection. I have my Krugerrand collection in the box. I should probably pop this out of the card, but I left it in for now. And this is my Libertad collection. And then I have some. I don't specifically put my coins in capsules, but these are the Libertads I've acquired since I've been stacking. And here's a proof. There's a proof Libertad. I think that's the only proof that I have. I mean, I just got stuff stuck in here. No, I did not pay that. I'm just reusing the flip. But my Asahi collection, I try to get, I got more of it somewhere. These three, I haven't put them away yet, but there's the Asahi Buffalo round. If I was going to stack Buffaloes, I'd probably go with the Asahi. just because I think the design, I think this was the best design out of all of them. But am I going to stack tubes of these? No. That's, that's my part of my Asahi collection. And then this is my Krugerrands. I am up to date. I got the 17, 18, 19. I think the 20's in here somewhere. The 20, 21. But I am current and up to date with my Krugerrands. I just have them scattered. I was hoping somebody would come out with an album now that they've got a good bit of them going. I'll try to get this one in here too. So I keep them in that. But, then you got the constitutional aspect. What do you rate? Is you go with Benjis? Do you go with Walkers? Do you go with Barbers? Do you, Standing Liberty quarters, Washington quarters, Mercury dimes? I see all these channels rating the silver, which is the best silver to own. And it all boils down to silver is silver. The best kind to own is the cheapest you can get your hands on. That should be the obvious answer. But no, they want to rate the coins by, which one should you collect? Well, who knows? I know what sells good in my area. I know what's hard to find and what sells good. So I focus on those to flip. But for my own collection, you can see, this is just part of it. I haven't even gotten into the other stuff. The stuff I really haven't sorted out, or I throw it in I still got it. You see, I still got it in Ziploc bags, and I try to keep things organized, but I go through it sometimes, and I know I keep my Libertads and I keep my Krugerrands, my Libertads, my Asahi collection, my Silver Shields I keep in here to try to keep them organized a little bit, but but why would I rate something higher than something else? It's all nice stuff. It's all stuff I'm happy to own. What's the best silver you should stack? The silver that you're happy to have. The silver that you like. There may be some advantages to having one nationality of silver over another, but when it comes right down to it, silver is silver. It's just, what do you like? And as you can see, there's so many ways to go. You can do, there's so many different types of coins and rounds that you can get in to collect, that it's just mind-boggling. This is mind-boggling as to what's out there, and what's out there that's available to stack. Or, like I said, I think this was my rose. I got this at a really good deal. Koala bears. I'm not paying premiums for this stuff. Pick it up as I find it. As I find it on the cheap. I'm not going out of my way. I'm not going to go out of my way to collect some of this stuff. I got some Engelhart rounds. I hang on to those. I'll probably pull those out eventually and flip them. Right now, I'm not too worried about it. I do like, this is one I probably won't flip because it's on the cool factor. I do like my kookaburras, and I don't really want to sell those yet, but the koalas, just a unique round right there. That Banker's Justice from Crescent City silver. Do I care if the stuff is in I don't. If it's in a capsule, I generally leave it in the capsule. Most of the time, as you can see, I put stuff into flips. I would like to have some. I would like to find some albums, or that I could put my Krugerrands in. And I would like to get a hold of a Dansko Libertad album, or I wish another company would make a Libertad album, but nobody has. You know, something like the Santa Claus round. Like I said, I don't collect I just don't care for the seasonal stuff. But because I like I said, I only picked it up because of the unique. I liked it. I thought it was cool that they made a round that's not actually round. It's got shape to it. It's an interesting piece. You know, one of my better pieces. That'll probably be one of the last pieces I would sell out of the collection, just because it's unique. Make sure all my Asahi stuff's in there. You know, like I said, I kept those just because of the unique thing. What silver would I recommend to you? Would I recommend? Not saying you should go out and buy it, but what would I recommend? I recommend buy what you like. You know, to me, there's no right answer as to what the best is. I got two of those. It's hard to keep stuff organized sometimes and grouped together. Like I bought this stuff, the intention was to sell it, or these bars, bought them for potential flips, but once I get them, I can't bring myself to let go of them because they're so hard to get. You know, maybe one day, but they go into my collection. You know, even sterling silver. And I got bluebirds, and I think one of them's a hummingbird. Is this the hummingbird? Yeah, the ruby-throated hummingbird. I bought these because I like them, and silver is silver. But anyways, just my thoughts. You know, I'm not going to rate it. I'm not going to say one is better than the other. Oh, you should buy this and not buy that. And man, I see so many channels telling you to buy this and don't buy that. And oh no, this is what you should be buying. This is the best. This is going to get you more advancement. Hogwash on all that crap. You know, at the end of the day, silver's silver. And you know, there's people that collect the vintage stuff. They pay a premium to have it, you know, depending on the rarity of it. You know, Englehart's more recognizable. More silver people know Englehart. And they know JM, you know, versus some of the generic stuff that's out there. Oh, there's another Libertad. Got to go in the box here. It's just, you know, as PMG once said, buy what you like. The best silver is the silver that you enjoy. You know, what do you enjoy looking at? What do you enjoy, you know, what's stackable in your area? You know, what do you like? What are your tastes? You know, is there a certain subject matter on a coin? You know, if you're stacking American Silver Eagles, hey, by all means, stack it. If you're stacking Carl Morgans, stack Carl Morgans. You know, do you like 40%? Do you like 40%? Stack the 40%. You know, outside of numismatics, silver is silver. You know, more bars, constitutional. Oh, here's a fractional piece. This is a fractional Englehart, 85. Gonna get that in the box. I said I'll probably sell that Englehart stuff because it's not that I don't like it, it's just not one of my preferences to stack. I can generally grab a few extra bucks for it to the folks that know what Englehart is and are looking for those things. But to me, unless it's outside of, you know, unless you get into numismatics where date, mint, mark, condition, and all that, come into play. The rest of it, like I said several times in this video, silver is silver. You know, I can't, I don't understand why people want to like, oh, you should buy this and let's rate it by how you should stock it. Oops. Again, hogwash on all that. You know, stock what you like, stock it at the cheapest price. The only thing, you know, as far as a recommendation, buy what you like, buy it as close to spot as possible. Get your silver as cheap as you can. You know, other than that, you know, let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you on another one.